Hey guys, and welcome back to Let It Die. We finally did it! We got the murderous hockey rake. Today, we're gonna be covering a weapon that we already covered, but I actually have now, so I can use. It's called the murderous rake. It's up there for one of the better weapons in the game. Maybe we could make this not just like a what's up, I worked hard and I want to show it off kind of video. I don't know. But yeah, you can actually kill what are they called? Those damn people, jackals. You can kill jackals with this thing really easily. As all you need is fishy fungus, which drops from frogs. No, what? Yeah. I don't think it's called fishy fungus. But also, we've been upgrading the fancy leggings, so that's what we're probably gonna start to go at. The reason why is because, it's just the one thing that I want to make a full set of the fancy stuff armor because it looks just fucking awesome, especially when it gets past 4-star. Right now it's just yellowy, but when it gets past 4-star, that's when shit happens. Also, we have so much Candy Wolf. Why do you take DOD though, you bastard? What and why? Anyway, it's annoying. Anyways. Yeah, we're gonna start to level that up. But the reason why I'm going at the pants and not going for like the badass chest piece, which is right here, which looks amazing. When you get it to 5-star, I think it has like golden designs in it, and it just overshadows like all of the other armor, such as like this, which is like the knight's armor. At least to me. Also, you have a fucking cape, so you're Batman and shit. But the reason why I may not be going for the chest piece at all is because I would want a Candy Wolf set. Just so that I could throw that into the wrenches for my defense. But I already have the Berserker armor, and I think they'd kind of go together. The Berserker armor with these like leggings might look pretty up there. But yeah, guys, as you can see, we finally have the murderous rake, and I will have you know that it is a pain in the ass to get to past this. So the murderous rake, to get it to the 4-star is not that bad. To get it to +4 on the other prefix, the grade 3 one, it's terrible. It asks for like, I think 5 DOD this, and I don't know. It was like 10 of some other resource, and I was like, oh, no, please stop. Also, it requires so much walnut. Walnut's not the worst to attain. I have a lot of it, but still, God fucking damn it. But for right now, all we need is steel. No, we need silk. Sorry, we need silk. So, let's go kill Gado. But first, let's go get some silk. From the floor 12, it was? Floor 12. But, I will say, I will barely say, apparently. I'm fine. I'm fine. So good. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm a strong person. To never complain or vent. At least we have that back. At least I'm not like that tired. Although I am. Just so this video isn't completely useless, we're gonna be, this is kind of like a coming soon video. One of the things is on the stream last week, Zophorus, a person that's been dropping us weapons for a good long time here, as well as just being genuinely helpful whenever we stream. If I have a question, he's usually there to answer it, as well as all of you guys as well. But he went to the trouble of actually showing my exact loadout against White Steel and him beating him with relative ease, with like 1 minute and 20 to spare. Of course, he did have the right mushrooms and whatnot, but still. But he showed him doing this with the hand cannon that we unlocked, the demon gun. So theoretically, I can do it, although Zophorus is far better at me than in this game. So yeah, there's going to be a video hopefully of us going at White Steel again. And hopefully getting, I'm not really after the White Steel armor, although I am, because it's godly, but I'm mostly after the spike ball crusher, because I like weapons. Weapons, there's something to them, not just like, and put on the helmet, put on the chest piece, you're God. You can never die. Congratulations. So I'm happy about that kind of stuff. But anyways, enough of that. Wait, no, there was one more thing. So yeah, White Steel coming. I'm probably gonna be doing that pretty soon, and maybe doing it consistently and doing it well. Maybe. Oh, and we're gonna be trying to hunt for the Jackal gear, even though it's trash. The good Jackal gear is surpassing 40, which, you know, maybe we'll do. Also, fucking damn it, but maybe we'll do. We still have to even just take a half dive at tier 40. But still, we'll figure it out. Oh, all right, it's Tuesday. Oh, no, it's Monday. I don't know what. Oh, quick pause. I gotta rant. Like, this is some bullshit. Also, thanks. But do you guys know how a while back within an update in Let It Die, I mentioned to you guys about how they have one free continue within the game? And I was like, oh, that's actually really awesome. That's like a leg up on the game that they rarely ever do. They didn't. They did not. They did not do this. This is not what I thought it was. When your character dies and you ask it for the 1 day free recovery, it is not the same as a buyback. It destroys all of the armor decals. It's not premium. And I lost out on tons of high quality gear because I thought it was the same thing. And from my knowledge, they didn't specify that, oh no, all of your gear is going to be destroyed. All that is doing is stopping you from having to kill yourself, basically. And it's like, oh, that's fucking useless. Why would I ever use that? Again, it's like to me that's like a card that says, hey, get a free gun at the cost of like $1 billion of like all of your spilithium, of all of your money. And it's like, wait, you didn't tell me that. And it's like, I know. And it's like, what the fuck? Anyways, that pissed me off so badly because they made it sound like, at least in the patch notes to me, that it wasn't that. It wasn't just a straight kick in the dick. So yeah, that's why we're limited with weapons. Weapons were just falling out of us. Sounds real gross, but now not so much because, yeah. And again, I hate it more because in the video where we were talking about the like one buyback, I was like, good job, Grasshopper Manufacturing. This is good. This is something that like every once in a while we need, like, you know, something that's like, hey, here's just something that makes it a little bit less unforgiving, especially with new players wanting to come in. That's good to hear. And then for it to not be that, not even to be that even close, is just like, oh, I feel like I just gave misinformation, and it's like the worst kind of misinformation, because it's gonna be like, oh, all of my weapons, all of my decals that were really rare are now all gone because I decided to use the one free buyback. I'm not sure if it's past. Someone in the chat, because I did it on stream, of course. I killed my character on stream by accident. I decided to fight someone, and I thought, oh, whatever. I'll just buy my character back. I had enough money to buy my character back. I just didn't. Oh, I thought you could drop down there. I thought there being too much of a problem. We just need a couple more silk, though. We got wool and wool. Hello. Wallop! Yeah, I love this gun, or not this gun, I love this weapon, by the way. I think every single one of its things is unstoppable, meaning it never doesn't follow through, which again, wild. So helpful and amazing. Oh, we got 2 silk. This may be enough. Maybe we'll be able to see what our fancy leggings look like at some point. Why am I here? I'm poisoned. Yep, I should have thought better. Why am I in the poison still? Me? God damn it. Okay. So I'm probably real late to this train, by the way, but there was this show. It's an anime. I tried to make it applicable for everybody, but anyways, there's this anime that I've seen advertised a lot. It looks very stylistically cool. Is this the way we're supposed to go? I don't think so. Anyways, it looked very stylistic and very cool, but I just wasn't sold on the premise. Also, like the main characters didn't look like, oh shit, we're gonna see some badassery or growth. I don't know. I just did, like, the style of it looked awesome. I just didn't really know the premise and didn't really see the characters like, oh goddamn. But I heard amazing things about the anime constantly. So I had nothing to watch this weekend, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna watch that because I couldn't really think of anything, and it's the one that popped into my head, and I started watching it, and it's called No Game, No Life, I think. And it's one, it plays into like the gamer fantasy to a certain extent, or more so the competitive player fantasy for people that like video games really well. But it's awesome. Like, I'm watching it, and every part of it to me, I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. It's very, very cool the way that they're handling things, because it's very much like the characters are just very clever about what they do. Like, they're not like, it's not like an anime where the dude's just like powering himself up for like 10 episodes and then finally pops off. It's not one of those. It's about like a person literally just being so damn clever about everything. And my favorite thing is that they haven't actually, they keep breaking tropes in the show, which is very, very cool. And yeah, it's just basically, hey, watch these two individuals go into a fantasy land, a fantasy world, and just beat everyone at like games. Not video games, but just games, like chess and stuff like that, except in like a really beautifully aesthetic way. And yeah, it handles everything as like a satire a lot of the times. Like they have made fun of things, but haven't gotten into them to a certain extent. It's a whole thing. I enjoyed it quite a little bit. Anyways, oh, what am I doing? I needed Silk, but we also needed to kill Gato.
Oh,
Can you kill Gato who's big with this weapon? I think so. I couldn't see why not. Also, ba-bam! We need not that much Silk actually. It doesn't seem like it's costing that much. Well, no. Candy Wolf Red is. Yeah, Gato drops Candy. Well, fine. We have plenty of that. In fact, let's go kill Gato, Candy Wolf. You know who I'm talking about. Also, doing the whole like free salvage thing, like once per day free salvage. If you're doing that because the money to buy back your fighter is too much, so you're using that in place of that, still don't use it. Because unless you're at like very, very beginner game kind of status, in that case, sure. But if you have like a ton of armor and you're just throwing that away, that's awful. Because you're gonna have to buy all that back, and that far exceeds the amount of money that it takes to buy back your character, just in terms of the armor cost, the weapon cost, and etc. It sucks. Don't be me. A person that thought he had well, I don't know, man. I didn't think they specified. It's like, oh no, you'll just break everything if you buy back your character. And it's like, okay, why would I ever use this? Why? It's ridiculous. I'm mad about it. Feel cheated. Also, I made like a big thing about getting like a DoD armor set completed, but I don't have enough decal spaces to make that a thing. And yeah. Alright, let's start it. Hopefully this works out. I haven't fought Gato in a bit because we've been fighting Cone on streams, but I think I can do it. Like maybe, as long as I stick to the wallop wallop combo, which is wallop, wallop. Yep, that's the combo. Wallop, wallop. Yeah, unstoppable, so you can hit me and it don't matter. Wallop, whoop, I missed, God damn it. Shit. Go. Yep, of course. Oh, that's actually a lot of damage. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that. There. Christ, I got worried. That one hit actually got me like very low, very low on health. But yeah, that up and down hit is like the main damage seller on this. You guys know that. Everyone's had this weapon far longer than I have. My bad, my bad. Everyone also was telling me to get it, but people kept telling me to get it because it was a good, like, wombo combo for, like, jackals, which is, to me, is not why I'm using it. Like, I'm using it because it's like, no one mentioned this shit, but because it's an unstoppable weapon, meaning, no matter what, my hit will always follow through. And because I have Bloodsucker, that means I probably will come out on top of every damage encounter. Anyways, you don't have to use its charge up attack. In fact, I think you're at a loss if you're doing that. Like you're not using this weapon efficiently if you're doing that. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, you can hit me all you want. You're not gonna stagger me. I'll still land that hit. Well, bam! What is this, mahogany? Walnut, disappointing. Also, it's a pretty fast execution. Also, it looks like it stuns the enemies quite a little bit. Stop it. God. Why does everyone have a goddamn ranged weapon right now? There. Oh, but I was talking about, I'm not sure if I made it clear. Like, sorry, a couple videos back, I think it was the one we were covering the Lance, the previous video, if they come out in the right order. I was talking about how I think it'd be really cool for an idea for Let It Die, for them to implement a character that's missing a part of themselves to amplify another thing or embed another thing. Basically, I came at it from the perception of I think it'd be really cool if, because we are piloting these husks, just these kind of like bodies, if you could buy a husk and it be like missing an arm. So what that would do is that would basically cancel him out from using two-handed weapons. But his missing arm, he's not just missing an arm, his arm is instead replaced with like a cannon. And some people are getting confused at this in the stream. His cannon arm cannot be used unless it is fueled by rage. Because right now, rage in the game that has no real point because it wastes a ton of your weapon's durability, and the abilities, I heard a person say that rage is supposed to be used rarely. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think it is just a mechanic to kind of go against you, like, okay, if I keep using my rage, my weapon's gonna keep breaking, and if I want to keep using this weapon, weapons are on a cooldown, so if you want to buy your weapon again, you're gonna have to use death metals to buy back your weapon. I don't think it's balanced for the game. I think it's balanced for annoyance, so that you maybe want to spend death metals to a certain extent. Maybe it is just balanced to make rage moves impressive, but not. That's like the baton's a great example of, like, it destroys almost all of the weapon when you use its rage move, and its rage move isn't even that good. So it's kind of like, no, the rage. It makes sense if the baton's spin attack, its rage move, would obliterate everything, but it doesn't. So it's not the case. If every rage move is supposed to be like that. Like a power, like a durability sacrifice for an unimaginable power, but it's not. It's not at all. Anyways, point being, that's what I kind of meant. So if we were missing like an arm so that we could only use like one-handed weapons, because right now, like I was saying, there's not a real big advantage to using single-handed weapons because they just barbarian works so well with so many different things. There's only one that's similar, but you have to have duplicate items in both of your hands, which just seems forced and less reliable, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I think it'd be a really cool thing to knock out two birds with one stone, where you could acknowledge the power that can be in rage moves, and all that would be like a cannon of fire being shot out. It wouldn't be like instantly killing the world, but it would be significantly better than this. It'd be something where maybe you have an arm, you have this gauntlet where your hand's supposed to be, and when you use it, you just put your arm out, and then spikes from like a decent distance pop out, and that inflicts a little bit of damage as well as poison. For sure poisons the enemy. That would be really cool, and then the same thing could be done for electricity, except instead of it'll just stun the enemy for a little bit. That'd be kind of cool if you need to get away. And it could burn the enemy if you're just looking for some extra damage or trying to sever armor. In the same concept, you just stick out your hand and then blast them with whatever elemental thing that it is they decide to do. But to me, that'd be a really cool way of not only adding a value to husks. I also talked about how I think it'd be cool if they made an update where, like, what do they call it? Someone in my stream said it perfectly, where they were saying like exotic husks or exotic something, where I don't know what it was. Anyways, the premise is that there would be husks with maybe some different stylized things about them. One of the things I thought would be really cool is if instead of we had our skin tone, if our skin tone was just pale bone white, with black veins still kind of there. I think that'd be awesome. If you could have a biohusk like that, and that could be a husk that maybe is a skill master all around or whatever it is. I think that would be something that the community would really dive onto, because it'd be like really cool to have a husk that's special to you and what you think is cool. Maybe there's a husk that literally just has clown makeup on in the texture of the skin. Like, that's what I mean. Because I don't feel like that'd be impossible to do. It's just to change the skin texture on their face and etc. And yeah, maybe that's just me, but I think stuff like that to me would be a really cool, not like massively budgeted update that I think would be tangible. The whole like reworking, no, I don't even think it'd be that insane to just be like, okay, you can't use an arm, so all it would do is just stop you from punching, and you could still punch this way, but it would just kill that arm, and then you'd build up rage with one of your other weapons, your single-handed weapons on your right hand, and when you finally have enough rage, you just let it fire on the left. That could just be some damage, because I can't remember the last time I used a rage move without just trying to showcase what it does, because it's just not worth it. In fact, I'd more often than not switch over to my fist and then just use this, because it doesn't cost any damage or durability loss or anything like that. so I just use that. But having a husk that prioritizes that would allow me to use rage constantly. It also would give massive value to the thousands of decals that affect rage gain, all that stuff. So to me, those are the things that I would want in the game. And I think I might make a video. I was talking about it on stream. It gets me excited because I wanted to make an actual tangible Let It Die video where we're talking about updates, like a wish list, like a thing that I wish were in Let It Die, and I hope that they come in updates. And doing my best to stray away from things that I don't exactly think are entirely possible. Like there's some things I think are cool ideas in theory. Like someone was saying a couple months back that they would really love to see a multiplayer update where they actually allow like friends to jump in and climb the Tower of Barbs together. There are so many reasons why I don't think that could ever possibly happen. It would have it to be a complete redo of the entire system, their microtransaction nature. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible that that's going to happen. But them having an update where it's like exotic husks or something like that, or exotic flesh suits, I don't know, whatever the fuck you want. And they had different traits like that. Like maybe there's one that has that's like a berserker that has a speciality into like building up shit tons of rage. And his black veins that you guys can see in our characters if you zoom in to them, but his black veins are like fucking present. Like you see that he's literally just this thing that's pulsating with this tar black, and that allows him to build rage and channel rage that much more. Maybe there's a person that has that's missing a leg, and it's replaced by some sort of weird tuber kind of config, and that reduces sprint speed just on the base embedding of the husk. That'd be really cool too.
Sprint cost.
What if there was a random perk roll that could happen on a husk that you could buy, and then that one of those random perks could be something as stupid as like no fall damage to reduces sprint cost by like 30%, and you're like, oh shit, hell yeah, I want that husk, and then you level that husk up. To me, stuff like that would be a cool RPG kind of push into the game, which I think would really incentivize players to not only pick a husk, but to invest in a husk. Also, stuff like Deeper Mastery. I could go on about my wish list, but I think I'll save that for a whole nother video where I'm just talking about genuine changes that I think are possible, and oh boy, I would love to see in the game. Anyways, guys, this was more or less just a video where I was just wanting to show you my new toy that I did it. I leveled it up. I got it all the way up. It's a weapon that I'm pretty okay with, and that I think is a powerhouse for a plethora of reasons. If you want to find out what those reasons were, there's a video that I made beforehand. Go watch it if you so desire. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, subscribe button above me, 2 videos to my right. Thank you so much for your time, and goodbye.